Our next topic under Chapter 2 is the equation of value or values. An equation of value is obtained by setting the sum of the values on a certain comparison or focal date of one set of obligations equal to the sum of the values on the same date of another set of obligations. So remember, for compound interest, our formula here for future is equal to present multiplied by 1 plus I raised to n. If the focal date is in the future, use positive exponent for n. If the focal date is in the past, use the negative exponent for n. So that is f multiplied by 1 plus I raised to negative n. These are in our previous topics. Equation of value is simply the cash outflow which is positive, and it is equated that is equal to the sum of the values on the same date of another set of obligations. So cash outflow, which is denoted by positive, and it is equal to the cash inflow, which is denoted negative. A man bought a lot worth 1 million pesos if paid in cash. On the installment basis, he paid a down payment of 200,000 pesos, 300,000 pesos at the end of 1 year, 400,000 at the end of 3 years, and the final payment at the end of 5 years. What was the final payment if interest is 20%? So, the amount of lot if paid in cash is 1 million pesos. But maybe he cannot afford to pay in cash. That's why he availed the installment basis offered by the seller. He paid a down payment of 200,000 at the same day. So 1 million pesos minus 200,000 is equal to 800,000 pesos. So at the end of 1 year, he will pay 300,000 pesos. At the end of 1 year, 400,000 at the end of 3 years. So what will be its final payment at the end of 5 years? So let Q the final payment. We will now draw the cash flow diagram. X-axis is the number of period. In this case, we have 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is our 0, same day. 1 million upward. 1 million. Down payment equal to 200K. So, downward ni 200K. And, since it is on the same day, 100,000 minus 200,000 kasi we cannot apply yet the interest. And it is on the same day. So, awan pa iti mainayon nga interest. $1 million. So, it will, 1 million minus 200K, 800,000. So, ti magnitude na, upward kasi, dakdakelmet ni value ni 1 million. So, that ni 800,000 pesos. In 1 year, at the end of 1 year, mangted so na iti 300K. In 3 years, mangted iso na iti 400,000. So, at the end of 5 years, what will be its final payment? So, that is your Q. Assuming or given that interest is equal to 20%. Remember, our formula in compound interest again is equal to F equal to P 1 plus I raised to N. And we can rewrite it as P, F is equal to P multiplied by F slash P I% N. And P equal to F 1 plus I raised to negative N. Rewrite it as, tapnunuhan yung isursurat amin dito yan. P equal to F P slash F I% N. Now, we will go back to our cash flow diagram. We will analyze our cash flow diagram. A while ago, I said that cash outflow will be positive and it is going to the right equal to cash inflow, which is negative, going to the left. Okay. Green. Since this is our focal date, dati kulay green. Focal date. 300,000 will go to the left. 400,000 will go to the left. Kasi, dito iti reference tayo, focal date. Also, at 5 years, mapanken ni focal date. So, formulating equation, cash inflow from right to left. So, we will have a negative exponent. So, that is the unit or sign of your exponent. So, 800,000, we will equate now 800,000 it is equal to what? At first year, we have a 300K. And the formula for a negative exponent is this one. So we will say here that f p slash f I percent n f1 plus f2. Ayan ni f2. Detoy 400,000. So 400,000 going to the left, so that's why it will get an exponent negative. Negative man ti exponent na, so you will use this one. F2, we will denote F2 to be the second payment. So P slash F I percent N plus, since hantayan mo ni F ito'y our future payment, and we let our Q to be our future payment at 5 years. So we will denote Q multiplied by P slash F I percent and N. Okay, that is our equation. Next, we will substitute all the given parameters here. This is our working equation. So 800,000 what is our F1? F1 is 300K multiplied by, formula tayo, 1 plus I raised to negative N. 1 plus, what is our I? 20%. Raised to negative N. Anati period tayo dito, so that is equal to 1. Negative 1. Plus F2 is 400K. Multiplied by 1 plus interest is 20%. Our N is raised to negative 3. Plus Q, unknown, multiplied by 1 plus 0.2 raised to 5. So we will now solve for Q. Simplifying this equation, transfer 300K, this equation, deta, in the other side of the equation. So 800K minus 300K multiplied by 1.2 raised to negative 1 minus 400K 1.2 raised to negative 3 equal to, sorry, this is negative 5, gayam, because it is toward the focal date from right to left. So that is negative 5 divided by 1 plus 0.2 raised to negative 5 equal to our unknown Q. So solving for Q, it is equal to 792 pesos. 792,576 pesos. So this will be his final payment at the end of 5 years. At an interest rate equal, same example, but different focal date. So a while ago, we considered 0 to be our focal date. Now we will try year 2 as a focal date. So a man bought a lot, 1 million if paid in cash. On the installment basis, he paid a down payment of 200,000, 300,000 at the end of 1 year, 400,000 at the end of 3 years, and the final payment at the end of 5 years. What was the final payment if interest is 20%? Remember, if our N is negative, our equation will be P equal to F, P slash F, I percent N, or P F 1 plus I raised to negative N, and this is cash inflow from right to left. If N is positive, then F is equal to P1, F is equal to P F slash P I percent N, and it is equal to P1 plus I raised to positive N. And this is your cash outflow from left to right. Cash outflow. So consider this problem at focal date 2. We will set focal date at year 2. Year 2. Remember, if our N is negative, our equation will be P equal to F, P slash F, I percent N, or P F 1 plus I raised to negative N, and this is cash inflow from right to left. If N is positive, then F is equal to P1, F is equal to P F slash P I percent N, and it is equal to P1 plus I raised to positive N. And this is your cash outflow from left to right. Cash outflow. So consider this problem at focal date 2. We will set focal date at year 2. Year 2. We will now draw the cash flow diagram. So our x-axis is the period 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here we have the 1 million. And the down payment equal to 200,000. And the down payment equal to 200,000. So our focal date is at year 2. Ito. This is our focal date. Now we will locate our direction of cash flow and cash outflow and cash inflow. So, since this is our focal date, cash outflow from left to right. So, ano ba yung mga pera na papunta sa focal date? First is our 1 million. So, from left to right, yung 1 million nagpakasjay. Also, our 200,000 from left to right. It means these two will have a positive exponent. And another one, we have interest here, and the man gave money at year 3 equal to 400,000. So our 400,000 is here. We have red nagpababa. From right to left. And the last payment at year 5. So what will be the value of this? Q. Okay. Extend natin yung focal date line natin. So, at year 5, what will be the value of the Q? Now, same procedure in our example 1. Upper obligations equal to the lower obligations. So, ano yung mga upper obligations natin? So, isa lang, 1 million. So, we will equate it into the lower obligations. So, 1 million or in terms of ganito muna. Pasto. Can be J. Okay. So, since this is from left to right, we will have this one, P multiplied by F slash P I percent N. I forgot, we have also money here at year 1. Nga naited 300,000. So this one, 300K, going to the right. Mapanidjay focal date nga year 2. So writing the equation of this, we have 1 million umuna, upper obligations equal to lower obligations. So this one, 1 million from left to right. So we have a positive exponent. That is cash outflow. Okay? So P, F slash P, I percent N. Equal to the lower, we have P2. Since this is from left to right again, your 200,000, so you will have a positive exponent, F slash P, I percent N, plus 300K positive exponent, P3, F slash P, I percent N, plus your 400,000 is from right to left. That is cash inflow raised to negative exponent. So F P slash F I percent N plus the Q unknown from right to left negative exponent. So P slash F I percent N. Substituting the formula, we have P1 multiplied by 1 plus I raised to positive N equal to P2, 1 plus I raised to positive N plus P3, 1 plus I raised to positive N plus F, which is 400, F1, 1 plus I raised to negative N plus our Q unknown, 1 plus I raised to negative N. Our P1 is 1 million. So 1 million. 1 plus our I is 0.2. Raised to, what is the value of our N? Since this is our focal date, how many years from 0 to 2? So we have 2 years raised to 2. Equal to 200K. 1 plus 0.2 raised to 2 also. Plus P3, 300K. 1 plus I, which is 0.2, raised to how many years from year 1 to year 2? So we have 1 year. Positive 1, raised to 1. Plus this 400K multiplied by 1 plus 0.2 raised to, from year 3 to year 2, we have negative 1 N equal to N. Plus our Q unknown, 1 plus 0.2. What is the value of our negative N?
So from year 5 to year 2, we have 1, 2, 3, negative 3. Simplifying this equation, we have Q equal to, substitute yung tulatan. Q is equal to 792,576. 792,576 pesos. So the same in our focal date 0. So try focal dates 3 and 5 or 3, 4, 5. You must get the same value. Number 2 example. So a student plan to deposit 1,500 in the bank now and another 3,000 for the next 2 years. If he plans to withdraw 5,000 pesos 3 years from after his last deposit for the purpose of buying shoes, what will be the amount of money left in the bank after 1 year of his withdrawal? Effective annual interest rate is 10%. So here, the student deposited 1,500, so now, and after 2 years, he deposited again 3,000. At 3 years, he withdrew 5,000 pesos after his last deposit. So what will be the amount of money left after 1 year of his withdrawal? So consider I to be 10%. We will draw first the cash flow diagram. So how many period does the student have? So what will be its number of period for this problem? This is our period. Now, so 0. He deposited again after 2 years. So 1, 2. And then withdraw after 3 years from his last deposit. So we have 1, 2, 3. And then the future amount of money left after 1 year of his withdrawal. So 1 year after was 2, 6. So he gave or deposited 1,500 downward. And then he deposited again 3,000 pesos after 2 years. So after 3 years from his last deposit, he withdraw. 1, 2, 3. So what will be this amount? 5,000. And the future amount of money left after 1 year. So what will the value of this Q? Example kastalatan. This is Q. This is 5,000. This is 3,000 and 1,500. Anat value ni Q. Interest here 10%. So, nasa sayo kung anong period yung isiset mo na focal date. So, we will just use 0 as our focal date. Focal. This one. Zero as focal date. Para maging from right to left lahat sila. So, eto, papunta dun. Beta. Kun. DQ. Formulating now your equation. From right to left, it means lahat yung exponent mo ay negative. So, ano yung mga upper obligations natin at yung mga lower obligations. So, we will equate this upper obligations and the lower obligations. So, upper obligation, we have 5,000. Surat tayo pa lang ta equation na. So, since this is from right to left, we have F P slash F I percent N plus Q, our unknown, Q P slash F I percent N equal to our lower obligation. We have F P slash F I percent N plus, this is F1, let's say F1, F2, F3, P slash F I percent N. Okay, so writing the equation, P1, F, so F1 times 1 plus I raised to negative N plus Q 1 plus I raised to negative N equal to F2 1 plus I raised to negative N plus F3 1 plus I raised to negative N. So F1 natin is 5,000 times 1 plus 0.1 raised to, what is our N? 5,000. So from 5 to 0, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. plus Q, our unknown, multiplied by 1 plus 0.1 raised to Q natin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, negative 6. Equal to our F2 is 1, 5. So, 1, 5. 1 plus 0.1. So, same day raised to 0. Plus F3 is 3000. 1 plus 0.1 raised to, from second year to 0, so 1, 2. Raised to negative 2. What will be the value of your Q? So, iyakar mo detoy, jebangir. So, you will have Q equal to 1, 5 times 1.1 raised to 0 plus 3000, 1.1 raised to negative 2 minus 5,000, 1.1 raised to negative 5 divided by 1.1 raised to negative 6. So, the value of your Q now will be equal to 1,549.6415 pesos. So, try focal dates 6, 6, 4, and 2. Dapat agpadamit lang ti maalam ka deta. Our next topic is the continuous compounding and discrete payments. So in discrete compounding, the interest is compounded at the end of each finite length period such as a month, a quarter, or a year. So this discrete is equal to F equal to P multiplied by 1 plus I raised to N. Or P is equal to F1 plus I raised to negative N. While in continuous compounding, it is assumed that cash payments occur once per year, but compounding is continuous throughout the year. So for continuous, we have the formula future worth is equal to present multiplied by E raised to Rn. Your E here is found in your calculator alpha x 10 raised to x. So, pindot nyo lang DJ alpha can x 10 raised to x in fx 991 es plus, where your R here is the nominal rate of interest and your N here is the number of years. You can replace it with T. Tamnonhan kay matikaw kasi T inusar tayo nga number of years. Kadag jay previous topics tayo is T. Mabalin niya F is equal to P, E, R, T. Okay? But if you want to get the value of your present, it is equal to F E raised to negative R N. We'll have an example. So compare the accumulated amounts after 5 years of 1,000 pesos invested at the rate of 10% per year compounded. So annually, semi-annually, quarterly, monthly, daily, and continuously. So this from A to E, it is actually the discrete. So for letter A, we have F is equal to P 1 plus I raised to N. So it is equal to P 1,000 pesos multiplied by 1 plus our interest is 0.1 raised to N. N is 5 years. So that is equal to 1,610.51. Letter B, semi-annually. So we have your F is equal to P 1 plus I raised to N, or P 1 plus I is R over M multiplied by MT. R is the rate of interest and N is the number of compounding. T is years. So in letter B, we have F is equal to 1,000 multiplied by 1 plus our rate of interest is 0.1. Since this is semi-annually, divided by 2, raised to number of years is 5 times M is 2. So that is 10. Letter B is equal to 1,628.89 pesos. Letter C, F is equal to 1,000 multiplied by 1 plus 0.1 and quarterly, so divided by 4 multiplied by I raised to 5 times 4. So equal to 1,638.62 pesos. In letter D, monthly, F is equal to 1,000 multiplied by the interest 0.1. Since monthly, we have 12 months in 1 year. So divided by 12 raised to 5 times 12. So D is equal to 1,645.31 pesos. In letter E, daily, so F is equal to 1,000 pesos multiplied by 0.1 divided by 365 raised to 5 times 365. So that is equal to 1,648.61 pesos. Letter F. So F is equal to continuous PE raised to RN or PE raised to RT. So 1,000 pesos E raised to R is 0.1 times number of years is 5. So your future worth is equal to 1,648.72 pesos.